Tonight was the start of the Republican National Convention, a week of speeches, celebration, and white people walking up to Ben Carson saying, "Wait, aren't you the one that died?" And if the DNC was all about the people, well, the RNC seems to be about one person, Donald Juiciness Trump.
The stage is set, and now Republicans will have their chance to make their pitch to Americans. And we've learned President Trump is expected to make an appearance every night this week.
You can expect a lot of President Trump, as you mentioned, and also a lot of people who have the same last name as him. There is someone with the last name of Trump speaking on every single night of this Republican National Convention, including the president himself, who you mentioned will appear in some form or fashion in the 10 p.m. hour every single night of the convention.
Slated to appear, all of the president's children, except for his youngest son, Barron.
There's also a little nugget that a couple of the producers of The Apprentice are actually part of putting this production together as well. So maybe a little bit added TV value.
Oh man, this is so exciting! The producers of The Apprentice are working on the RNC? So does this mean Trump's planning on firing people? Because I mean, he doesn't really have any staff left to fire. His whole team is like Mike Pence, Steve Mnuchin, and then just 30 Jared clones. But hey, maybe if we're lucky, this week will end with Trump firing one of his kids.
I'm sorry, Eric, but you're fired.
But Dad, I won the challenge.
The real challenge is me having to see your face. You're fired.
And you know, Trump making a speech every single night may seem unusual in terms of convention traditions, but if you think about it, it makes sense. The Democratic Party had to give everyone a speaking slot because they're trying to appease a bunch of different groups. Black people, Latinos, progressives, disaffected Republicans, fans of ABC shows. The Republican Party, on the other hand, they only care about appeasing Trump because it's his party now. And if you don't like it, you can shut the f*** up or join John Kasich in that field. Now, you might remember one of the highlights of the Democratic Convention was the roll call of all the delegates who announced their votes from beautiful locations around the country. Well, this morning, the Republicans had their roll call, and it was beautiful in a different kind of way.
Today, as a proud and independent nutmegger, I proudly cast 28 spicy votes for President Donald J. Trump.
We put forth common sense policies to help everyday Rhode Islanders who love coffee, milk, and doughboys, dip their clam cakes in chowder, and yes, we eat a lot of calamari, Rhode Island style.
Maryland is home of the Underground Railroad and two of our greatest abolitionists.
I come from the great state of Montana. It's often been called the Big Sky Country, the Treasure State, and the last best place. But currently, we are affectionately calling it Trump-tana. We fish, we hunt, we boat, and we have at least 5 guns in every home.
Honestly, if you need at least 5 guns in your home, it's probably because you misplace things a lot. You don't need to buy extra guns. You really just need to buy a notebook to write down where you left your gun and to start journaling, because your ass is crazy. Either way, the RNC roll call was depressing. I mean, the DNC at least had a ninja chef posing on the beautiful beach. You know, the most interesting person here looks like he's getting his mugshot taken after being arrested for sweating too much. And also, why is the camera so close to their faces? Huh? That's how you zoom into a work meeting when you don't want people to know you're still in bed.
Yeah, guys, I looked through the proposal and everything seems good.